Yes, that was my car. And it was one of the most traumatic experiences of my life. And I just wanted to share you guys, this story so you can be safe when you're driving, and also just not to share so much of your life with people. Like, I used to work for Verizon, and every Friday I would try to do something for myself, like take myself to breakfast. I would go to Cracker Barrel every morning. This time I wanted to go to Waffle House. I would buy myself a little something, like a little lip gloss, just any little thing as a pick me up for my week, for just thinking myself for work. I'm driving down this really, really major street, and where I was, there was no real turning lane. If you're from New York City, you know the streets are like 2 lanes, but they're kind of small compared to where I live now. Like, the streets are like super wide because there's hardly any sidewalks. Nobody walks, everybody drives. So the streets are like super, super, super wide. And I had only been driving for, I don't know how many months, like not even 6 months, like 4 months at that time. Out here, the speed limit is like 50 miles per hour, 45 miles per hour on the regular roads. So, I'm kind of scared to make that left turn across 2 lanes of cars when everybody's zoom, 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 zooming. And, so I'm just waiting. Like, I would have waited 30 minutes. Like, literally, that's how scared I was. I wanted to make sure I was in the complete clear before I made that turn. Like, now I have a lot more experience. I'll turn, before a car comes. I have a lot more experience now. But then I would have waited 30 minutes before I turned, just to know that I was in the clear. So I'm waiting. And a car comes here, right? And I'm here. So basically she stops so that I can drive across her. And, I was grateful for that, but I wasn't mindful that there's a whole other lane of people going 50 miles per hour. And I didn't look before I passed her. So I'm passing her, and this person was actually going like 60, 65 miles per hour. Speeding didn't matter. I was in the wrong, right? So I'm going this way. I passed this lady here, and boom, smack into a Jeep. Like, smack dead into a Jeep. And I just screamed so loud. I thought it was like a dream. It was ridiculous. So my car didn't hit anything. It just kind of rolled into the parking lot of the Waffle House. To this day, I've never eaten at that Waffle House. It rolled into the parking lot of the Waffle House, and I literally just sat there, frozen. Surprised that I'm alive, that, yes, the person hit me on my passenger side, but the way that the impact hit, I thought that I was hit on this side. Like, thought I was hit on the cops asked me if I wanted to go to the hospital. I just wanted to make sure I was okay. I didn't feel okay, but I didn't know that's like normal feelings after a car accident. They examined me. They made sure I was good. I got an MRI. I got an full body x-ray. Sorry, stop. I got a full body x-ray, and they found that everything was okay. Thank God, so they gave me a sling for my arm so it wouldn't feel so loose, and they gave me some pain medicine. And anybody that knows me knows that I'm not with the pain medicine. Like, I'd rather feel the pain 25 times over before I take pain medicine. I just don't like temporary things. Like, I don't like things that's going to make me feel good for just a moment, and then next thing you know, the pain is going to be right back again, and then you just have to keep taking pain medicine over and over and over. The officer that came and took my the officer that came and took my statement, basically, he was like, oh, my name is Officer Whitehead. I remember him to this day. Basically, what he said was that I didn't live in New York City anymore, so I was supposed to have a Tennessee license. That's number one. So, okay, I was supposed to have a Tennessee license. I understand that. And then he said, also, I'm getting a ticket. And I was like, what am I getting a ticket for? And he was like, oh, failure to yield. Technically, I did. I just didn't yield across the second lane. Neither here nor there. I asked how fast the other driver was going. He said it doesn't matter how fast the other driver was going. It doesn't matter. They could have been going 80 miles per hour, 100 miles per hour. You were in the wrong. What are you talking about? I said, that's not what I asked you. I didn't ask you who was in the wrong. I asked how fast the other driver was going. Oh, it doesn't matter. I left it at that. I was pretty okay for about a month, except for these dreams. Like, I would literally have dreams, wake up out my sleep, like feeling like I was getting hit by a car every night. And luckily my daughter was in the car, because the person that hit me, they hit me right in between the driver's seat, not the driver's seat, they hit me right in between the passenger seat and the back seat. I would jump when someone drove on my passenger side. Anytime someone got too close to my passenger side, I would flinch. And anytime someone would turn onto my passenger side, like from the other street, like this way, and they would turn into this way, I would flinch. And I would move my car over. Like, I find myself still doing that now, even 8 months later. If I use my right hand, like I have to alternate my mouse at work, because I work on a computer. I have to alternate my mouse from my right and my left hand, because if I use my right hand too much, it'll go numb and start to tingle and hurt. My driver's foot will go numb and turn cold, like literally throughout the day. I can feel my right hand is like freezing cold, and this hand is normal temperature. And I would get like sharp shooting pains on my right side, or travel to my back, and my whole arm would hurt. It was like the craziest feeling ever. I really honestly saw it as a wake up from God. I really did. I really honestly saw it as a wake up from God. I saw it as, you've been living your life so in the moment and not thinking about the things that you've been doing, just moving based on your feelings, and you totally forgot about me. That's what I took God saying to me. That's what I felt like he was saying to me. Like, you've been worrying about this person and that person and this situation and that situation, and trying to get all these temporary emotions satisfied by other people, and you didn't even think about me. You know what I mean? After that situation, I started to pray more often. I would listen to my gospel music. I would read my Bible. I would, just try to show my gratitude, because I'm like, wow, my life. What's the problem? What do you mean? I was like, wow, like my life really could have been gone in a matter of a second. Literally lived my life totally different. Like, I'm a sinner just like everybody else. I have my faults just like everybody else, but I definitely tried to live my life a lot more honestly than I was doing before. I'd rather tell the truth to somebody than to spare their feelings and feel the guilt, or just be known as that type of person. I changed so much from that situation. I got so much confidence. I got so much pride. I got so much gratefulness for my life in general. You know what I mean? Like, just being appreciative for where I came from to where I am right now. Some people may look at your situation and be like, wow, your situation is not that bad, but only if you knew, only if you knew what I've been through. Like, everything I'm not gonna share, but you just have to thank God for bad experiences, good experiences, all types of experiences, because it all happens for a reason. And that reason for my car accident, it was God is so good, like so good. The car that I had, I really got it because it's like, okay, it looks good. I wouldn't know anything about cars, you know what I mean? But it wasn't like the best type of car. It was in great condition and it had hardly any mileage, but it wasn't the best type of car to have. But literally, after I got that car, when I got my next car, it was an upgrade. It was an upgrade. Like, I got upgraded to a better car. And God is good. It's like, okay, I woke you up now. I'm going to bless you with something better. And I didn't even think about that. I'm just like, wow, I had like a little bummy type of car before. Like, you know, someone would consider bummy. And now I got a better version. It's like, wow, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't know much about car insurance. I had full coverage, but not like full coverage. I didn't have rentals insurance. So for a full month, I had to pay for rentals outside of my pocket. You know, I had to pay for rentals out of my pocket. You know, doing that all by myself, traveling to and from my job, going back and forth to Nashville, to the airport to pick up a car, drop off a car every single week, because if I kept it for longer than a week, it'd be too expensive. It was just a lot. All doing that with the car seat, with her, like, it was a lot, to say the least. Like, it was really a lot. Um, Let me stop. So, like, I tell the story just to say, like, just be grateful for what you have and never forget about God. Like, no matter how good your situation is, no matter how low you feel, God has never forgotten you. Like, literally, he has never forgotten you, and he's not going to leave you. He will bless you in the middle of everything that you're going through. And just when you thought he forgot about you, he's going to show up. Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Say bye, YouTube.
Bye, YouTube.
You being so dry. Give a kiss. Kiss.